inflated, so that saves him from any great injuries there. So ready to go now is Alec and the rest of the crew down there. That's Phil Howe. We're looking for the restart.
We haven't got initials on the maze.
You're looking at 81,
75
is Stuart
May, isn't it? That's right, because 81 is Melbourne. But he makes up 5 places as Seabright comes across the line. 49.685 on the first flying lap for Fenton Seabright. That's rather a rapid pace, shall we say. Doesn't quite take his old lap record from last year, but doesn't matter because he took care of that yesterday. He did a 49.2 yesterday, I believe. To beat his 49.3 from previous. You know what he's trying to do today, don't you, Brad? He is trying to get that 48-second bracket. And I tell you what, I'm not going to put it past him. He trips the timing beam over the back there, and he goes purple. So at the moment, he's on for a quicker lap. It was a 49.685 last time around. And I tell you what, Max Hardy took the fight to him last year when we were here in September, didn't he, Brad? But no sign of Max doing that today. Fenton Seabright on that Aprilia is absolutely flying. He's got a reliable Aprilia. That alone is worth the headline news. Over the line, then he comes. That's the second flying lap, and he goes quicker. It is only a 49.558 this time there, so doesn't quite get into that magic 40 under a legal pace. Makes him 2 seconds quicker. Look at this gaggle coming across the line there. That is the Thunderbike Sport 400 and Twins battle of Wallace, Wilkinson, Jamieson, Mann, Dance, all in that mix, separated by fractions of a second. That's where the action really is. Let's forget about our leader. He's dominating things in fine style. But that battle for third place overall sees several different types of bikes going. 4 of them absolutely punching, 5 of them even actually now.
Yeah, that's for 4th place overall. Of course, Sean Wallace is leading the way in the Thunderbike Sport. That's 4th place overall. Currently being headed by that's Luca Wilkinson, the first of the Formula 400s on that ZX4R Kawasaki. Of course, this is the first weekend on it for Luca.
Yes,
reigning Team Green Junior champion as well. So we were speaking to Nick Weston yesterday, wasn't we? In fact, yesterday morning, saying that the jump from an Avali to a Ninja is not quite as big as the Ninja 400 to the ZX4R.
Yeah. No, it's a big old jump, that's for sure. So over the line they go. Wallace holds on to Sutton, look very comfortable actually, because that battle behind is getting very beaten up. It's Jamison, Wilkinson, Stone.
Got yellow flags up there at McLaren's. Ride it down and say they're up and on their feet.
Yeah, they're okay there. We can see them parked to the side. It's a bit of a strange place to go off.
27, Ben Brown's dropping down the order. I think he had DNF yesterday as well, didn't he, in the second race? So not been a good weekend for Ben Brown.
No, and tell you who's doing well too, making up 2 places on the lap, albeit not in class, but that's Logan Stone, man that Matt Weatherall's been working with, and he must have been delighted to get his first proper podium yesterday. It obviously means something special. No disrespect to him, but a rookie podium's it's not the real thing, is it? There's a great analogy I could use, but I'll probably get in more trouble than I usually do, so I won't just now. But Yeah, it's a bit like the difference between track days and racing is being a rookie and getting a proper trophy. So no, it's definitely put a smile on his face. So Fenton Seabright, I'm thinking must be in some heavy traffic there, Bradley, because the first time in 4 laps, he's not actually gone quicker than he has the lap before. All of a sudden, we've gone from 49s to 52s.
Yeah, he may have gone through that yellow flag there and just held back a little bit potentially, but no, you're right. He's got a 7.5 second advantage. And there's plenty of time in hand for him, so it doesn't need to quite push up for that lap record. But of course, he wants to get into the 48s. So
I think he does. We haven't ever had the opportunity to speak to Fenton at all, but you'd think that'd be his target. Max Hardy doing a great job there in second, unable to challenge at all. Such is the speed of Seabright out in front. 50.102 that time over the lines, and Hardy now reaching into the traffic as well. 10 seconds back he is. However, he's got a handy 3.5 second gap over Sean Wallace. A little bit of chatter on the radio. Quick look around the circuit. That's a great thing about the commentary box. You actually see when we get to Alton Park, one of us might be able to see something, and the other one gets to see nothing.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. But except the screen.
Oh, looks like we've had someone rejoin us from Clearways there, running very slowly. So we do have yellow flags on Clark Curve.
Hand in the air there. Yeah. Where are you going?
Can't quite see.
Offline. I'd get off the track if I was you, if we're going to go that slowly. I'd be taken to the grass somehow, I feel.
Can't quite see who that is. Looks like Greg Marshall, number 95, has not come across the line yet, so it could well be the 95 of Greg Marshall. That's the ZX4R Kawasaki. And yeah, I can see on the side there the Rocket Rookies. So Greg, unfortunately, out of the race, looking to the left-hand side of the bike. But Max Hardy coming across the line now. 11.3 seconds in arrears from Fenton Seabright, but he is 3.9 seconds ahead of Sean Wallace, who's leading the Thunderbike Sport at the moment. So that is your order. Next up is Luca Wilkinson, who goes around the outside just about on one of the tail enders. He leads the way in the Formula 400s, but Alex Mann moves up 3 positions, and Adam Jameson, I just see you point out. Yeah, you can see we've got the cloud of dust, and right up and walking at the exit of Clearways onto Clark Curve. Green flags being shown from Clark Curve, but Adam Jameson dropping down the timing screen.
Oh, I think that will be Adam, and that's a very rare mistake for Adam Jameson. He's not a man who's prone to making mistakes, is he, Bradley? He's not somebody who think, oh, well, we're not sure if he's going to finish the race. Normally Adam Jameson is there, and he's on the podium every single time, but very rare mistake from Adam. That's a little bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card, though, for Jack Muir if Jack's doing the whole season, because obviously Adam would be one of his main competitors. And so for Adam to suddenly lose 20, maybe 25 points, I'll tell you who that is good news for is Sean Wallace, of course, because Sean, let's see, what did he pick up yesterday? I'm sure he was on the podium. He got 13 points there in a second, so he's picked up 29 points so far. If he can hang on, I think this could be Sean's first ever win in the Thunderbike Sport. It might have to be correct, and it's certainly been his first win for a while, that's for sure. Because Sean Wallace, one of the great stalwarts of the club, he's always there or thereabouts, but never quite able to challenge at the serious front end. It'd be great to see him do well here. Just having a quick look. Yeah, he scored a grand total of no podiums last year, did Sean, in the Clothing Kings Thunderbike Sport class.
So he's already going a little bit better than what he was last season, though. He got a second
absolutely.
place.
And the year before, he got a single podium as well.
So yeah, looking to, at least in the last couple of seasons, at least anyway, he's on course for a 25-point scoring position. But we're watching them now come down from Druids. That's for the minor placings there. I can see, let's have a look, a few of the twins getting into the thick of things. There's Stuart May on the number 75 Kawasaki, but race leader then number 47 Fenton Seabright. He's gone purple in the first sector on this lap, actually, Keith. So Fenton Seabright, he's got a bit of a second wind here. His fastest so far this race is 49.5. There he goes across the line, and this time it's a 49.4. Yellow in the second sector as well. Yeah,
you got to wonder what his fastest second sector time is. You do wonder if he would have managed to crack that magic barrier. However, he did pick up the lap record yesterday. He did a 49.2, if I remember rightly. Yeah, 49.2. That's just not hanging around at all, but now he's in heavy
closing speed.
That is ridiculous. Look round the outside of one of them, gets the punch out. Oh, what a beautiful move. Yeah, okay, there was a gap there. I'm going through it. Before now, that's absolutely beautiful the way he threaded through there, wasn't it? Class act, he really is. Nailing it so well. What does he get? Doesn't do anything special in the first sector, but then again, if he goes yellow, it could only be 100th of a second away from a lap record, basically. Over the line he goes then, This time he's in the 50s this time. So is he going to get held up just a little? Where are we? Last lap. So he's got one more lap, and if he can get past this back marker, a very rapid back marker as well. It was a rapid back marker. It doesn't break quite as late as Fenton, let's put it politely. I think he's finished with the back markers now. Down the hill he comes. Let's see what he can do in the first sector here. He's got that Aprilia cranked over so hard, hasn't he? Tucked in so tight. Down the back straight he goes, over the stripe. No, nothing special according to the timing beam. As I say, it can fool us very slightly as well. Good line there up through clearways, as you'd expect, of course. Calms off, runs it out nicely, gets back into the wall there, keeps it close. Here he comes. He's going to take the checkered flag, there's no doubt about that. Is he going to do something magical on the lap time? No, it's a 49.372. His fastest lap of the race. What do you got, mate?
Good battle coming down here. This is for 4th place overall there. Of course, there's Sean Wallace relatively lonely in 3rd, but that's Luca Wilkinson, Ollie Arbin ahead of Craig Dance and Alexander Mann as well. Sorry, Alex Mann and Craig Dance right there with them, but Ollie Arbin, Wilkinson and Mann separated by just over a 1/10 of a second as they went on to the final lap.
Love to know what Fenton's absolute lap time could be, because he went purple in sector 2 that time, so there is a faster lap out there somewhere, but we'll never know. Okay, Sean Wallace then takes the win in Thunderbike Sport. I think that's his first win. What a race over the line there. So in the end, it is Arbin who finishes 0.073 ahead of Wilkinson, with Mann 0.029 behind them. Separated literally by a 1/10 of a second, those 3 bikes. It's going to be Craig Dance behind them by about a second. Logan Stone second in the Thunderbike Sport, so that'll be another great result for him. That's 2 medals in 1 weekend. I think the applause zone really needs to go to the man on the grey bike there, Sean Wallace. He's been following some great champions over the years like